Well guys, today's the day. We're going to take out the Lamborghini Huracan that we rebuilt and the Ferrari 488 for a nice drive. We'll show you guys a comparison, our personal thoughts, what we like, which one we like better for different reasons, and we're going to head over to a Cars and Coffee. Let's go ahead and get this video started.
Now, if you have been watching the episodes, you know that we bought this vehicle from an insurance auto auction and it was supposedly flooded. But we went ahead, drained everything, checked everything out. Everything is good to go. We put new plugs on this car and we even got the car to fire up for the very first time. No smoking, no water coming out of anything, and it just seems like it's never really been flooded. We even got the car to go into gear and, well, we went on our very first little test drive up and down the driveway. Everything looked like it was working. We gave the car a quick rinse, wiped everything down, cleaned everything up, and said, you know what, let's go for our first test drive. And guess what? Even our first test drive on the road was a major success. Everything functioned, everything worked. It was like all we had to do was rewash the vehicle and clean it up and just do a service on it. Now, the Ferrari was my wife's dream car, and as you guys remember, we also bought the Huracan just like this. Big gamble, big risk, and I don't know, what can we say? We like getting a good deal, and on top of that, we assess the damage, and we still like the little rush and the gamble that we get that pays off at the end when everything's completed. Now, the Huracan, for those that haven't been watching this channel, as you can see, that's what it looked like before, and we went through, got everything welded, everything fixed on this thing, and we even did all the work on this car without knowing if it starts or runs or drives. But what is the ultimate car? The Huracan Lamborghini or the Ferrari 488 GTB? Uh-oh. It's not turning over. Still nothing. After 2 attempts, we've realized, with the help of the Lamborghini technician, that one of the wires was actually lift disconnected that we missed. So he went ahead, connected everything back up, and, well, what do you know? Take a look at what happened. Now, I'm super grateful that we have the opportunity to buy these cars and toys and have fun with them and get to rebuild them. I got to rebuild my dream car and still own it, and on top of that, I got to buy my wife one of her dream cars and rebuild it. Now, the fun in this whole entire process is the seeing of the beginning stage towards the end, and then getting to take it out to the car shows and go on cruises and having some fun with it. So let's take both of these Italian beasts and take them out on the road and go to our local Cars and Coffee.
I guess those reels on Instagram and stuff that says tag you and your bro in 2030 or whatever. Well, this is me and my wife, and she's my better half. So fun getting to drive the Lambo with the Huracan. Oh my goodness. V10 Lamborghini Huracan just sounds amazing on the downshift. The Ferrari as well, just whew. Here she comes, passing right next to me. You guys see that I really hope you guys enjoy this, because this is literally the best feeling ever. Both cars, one's wrecked, one was flooded, and now we get to go on a drive. Woo, like this. Man, the Lamborghini and the Ferrari. Wow. Was it worth it? You guys tell me. I want to see which one you guys like. This feeling is just unreal, guys. Like, once these cars were both, you know, inoperable, and we got them all fixed, and now we get to enjoy them, drive them, have fun with them. This is literally like the best feeling in the world. And the best thing is to have your wife behind you in the Ferrari. Man, this is a really unreal feeling. I never in a million years thought we'd ever be in this position to be able to do this. But wow. Well, guys, we made it back from the car show, and we're back here in the shop. We've got the Ferrari literally behind me right over here, and we got the Lamborghini right over here. Now, when we went down there, you guys saw the Ferrari from the outside view since I was driving the Lamborghini, and the wifey was driving the Ferrari. But now, you guys, we're going to go inside the Ferrari, take this out for some ripping, and see how this thing drives. And ultimately, that's going to decide which one's better. V8 twin turbo Ferrari or the V10 NA Lamborghini Huracan. The sound of a V10 all motor, the sound of turbo whistles, an instant boost and gratification, and a little bit more comfort, I'd say, in the Ferrari. So let's go ahead, get the Ferrari out of here, and go ripping. Now, one thing I must say about the Ferrari is I really love the comfortability of the Ferrari, and I love the wideness, especially on this 488. Like, it just sits really wide. I love how it's got the carbon on the pearl white, and I really like how it's got all the carbon vents over here in the back. A lot of carbon fiber going on, and I just love how comfortable this car is. On top of that, I really like the glass roof that's in this car. You can actually see the motor. Looks really clean. Really like I said, everything about the styling of this car. Now, one thing I do like about this Ferrari is just the rear end of this car. Look how wide this rear end is. On top of that, I really like the really wide tires, the big wheels, the carbon ceramic brakes. I really love the vent here, especially on the 488s that they did. The comfortability of this car is next level as well. It rides more smoother than the Huracan, and I do love the styling of this car. All the carbon fiber that you can think of, like on every option. This is a really high spec car, so I do like that. I guess a lot of the 458s or the 488s don't have a lot of this stuff, so you can get a less option of a car. But this car, compared to the Huracan, I do love the pearl white. I do love all the options that this thing has. There's also a lot more comfortability inside the car of the Ferrari, I personally think. Headroom, I think there's more leg room and headroom in the 488. On top of that, driving this thing is just a lot more less raw when you don't want it to be. But on top of that, it's very quick. I personally think this thing is faster, the 488 is, compared to the Huracan. The 458, probably a different story. Naturally aspirated V8, but you don't get the fun of the turbo. This thing with the good exhaust system on there and the twin turbos is just a blast to drive. It's instant boost. It just keeps pulling no matter what. And you have a really good sound as well. Not as good as a V10 Lamborghini sound, but it's all personal opinion. It's two different types of classes. Is when you're driving the Ferrari and you're pulling up, it's a little bit of a different experience when you get attention from a Lamborghini. On the Lamborghini, you're getting a lot of people that will actually come up to you and start talking to you. When you're driving the 488 Ferrari, people look, some people will say thumbs up and be cool, but you get that Ferrari stigma. I think the Lamborghini is geared more towards more of business owners. People come up to you and talk to you. I don't know how to word it. The Ferrari, a lot of people think you're just uptight. I don't know. You guys tell me if that stigma is true or not. I kind of notice it in this car, but at the same time, I'm a car guy. I love cars. My wife loves cars, and we don't really care about that car stigma. It's just something that you experience, and you do see some of these car stigmas that you might be hearing of are somewhat true. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but I really love that turbo whistle noise on the 488. It's just, you can hear the turbine spinning. I'm gonna be quiet here for a little bit and you guys can hopefully hear it. I don't know if it does or not, but man, it sounds really good. quick, and it hugs these corners. I feel like it's more planted than the Huracan. It might be just the wide tires, but man, this thing, woo-wee. Fun. The 4.8 with the turbos, woo, whole different story. Hear the turbo whistles. It's just something else, just always something else of the car. So all right, let's go back out on the road and check this car out and see how this thing does, because man, those turbo whistles are just something else. They just sound really, really good. It's a lot of fun, I'm telling you guys. This car is just something else. Woo-wee. But I'll tell you guys one thing. To be able to drive both these cars is extraordinary. A very amazing opportunity. I really never thought we would be in a place to one day have all these toys and cars like this, but driving one and the other, I'd say Ferrari hands down power. Yes, it is way quicker than the Huracan, especially the 488. Every other Ferrari, like the 458, the 360, the F430s, not that quick. The Huracan will beat every single one of them, I personally believe. And I think it's actually a way better car. But the fact that they put a 488 with a twin turbo, yeah, I really enjoy this car a lot. And it's very comfortable, especially on long drives. Like if we go on long drives, this would be the car that I would take on long drive rallies. Now, any local rallies or local car shows and events, Huracan all day. The other thing too on this Ferrari is the fact that a lot of people, when you're driving past them compared to the Lamborghini, I think the Lamborghini's got that bright green color that just pops. You get more of a subtle entrance. So like, until they see it and notice it's a Ferrari, it's not just like, wow, it's a bright green car, what is it? It's more of like, you can fly under the radar, but once they see what it is, then you know what it is, kind of thing. Well, we made it back to the shop, and honestly, I must say, to decide between these two cars, the Huracan and the 488, is very tough. Me personally, I can't pick one because I love both of them. I think we're going to keep both of them for a very long time until we get something else or something different. You never know on this channel, so make sure you're subscribed so you can see the future builds. But picking between one or the other, the Huracan's noise is just really raw, loud, spits and just backfires and pops and bangs in between shifts. The Ferrari is more refined. The Ferrari is more of a car that's got that boost, turbo noises, whistling noises. I mean, the thing just builds boost and just takes off like a rocket. It's very refined, very smooth, just delivers power and puts it down on the ground very effectively. The Huracan is more fun to drive. I can swing this thing out sideways, especially being the rear-wheel drive model. Super fun. If I want to come around a corner, downshift the gear, ESC off, boom, get the rear end sideways and go all the way around the corner. It just handles really nice. This thing handles really good on curvy roads. I think it's because of the wider tires. Like I said, they're like 40 millimeters wider than the Lamborghini in the back. So you guys decide. I'm ultimately leaving this decision down to you guys. I want to see it down in the comment sections. If you guys like this video, give it up a thumbs up. And that's all the time we have left for today's video. Make sure you guys are also subscribed so you guys can see the upcoming builds coming up, because these two cars right here, the GT, the Nova, we got the X3M, we've got the Big Daddy Denali, is not only going to be the only builds we're going to have on this channel. Throughout this upcoming year, hopefully we come across some other deals, some other plays, some other finds, and we might get something different on here on the channel. So we've got the boat, everything else that we've done. If you guys scroll through, you guys can see it all. But until then, guys, make sure you're subscribed. It's also free. It helps out the channel. We're not that big yet, but we hopefully one day will grow. If not, it'll just be a whole lot of memories, and I really enjoy doing this. And being in this position to allow us to have all these toys and enjoy them and have some fun, and also bring this recordings and everything else that we get from the footage over to you guys, is one of a true things that is a really cool passion of mine, and I really enjoy doing. YouTube does not pay great, especially for the amount of subscribers we have right now, but the channel is slowly growing. The Ferrari has been growing the channel. I mean, we got a whole lot of views on the flooded Ferrari, especially on the first 3 videos. So I'm super stoked, and slowly, if it grows, so be it. If not, well, this will just be a cool channel, a cool passion of ours to bring this to the viewers and for you guys to hopefully experience a POV style and what it takes to go through all these cars, and hopefully you guys learn something from it. So make sure you guys subscribed. On top of that, drop it down in the comments. Thumbs up the video, please, guys. And until then, we'll see you on the next one. Peace.